Welcome to Chalk Talk with the Dairy Coach. Simple solutions for leading your dairy's team. Here's your host, Tom Wall.
When people ask you what your job title is, you probably tell them that you're a dairy manager, right? But chances are, most days, you feel more like a babysitter. The truth is, that's managing. Of course, it'd be a lot easier if everyone would just do what you tell them the first time, but that rarely happens. Employee management that's truly effective requires consistent follow-through and constant follow-up. In other words, employee management requires discipline from both you and your team. So how disciplined is your team? Does everyone show up on time? Do they keep the dairy clean and organized? Do they follow your milking routine and other protocols? Unfortunately, not everyone is disciplined enough to do what they're supposed to. The reality is that being disciplined is tough. And when most people come to that fork in the road, they tend to choose the easier option. So if your employees lack the discipline to do their job, what about you? Are you a disciplined manager? Let's say you notice someone isn't doing their job or is cutting corners. Do you do what a good manager does and hold people accountable for their actions? Or do you let it slide? You see, discipline at your dairy starts with you. If you want disciplined employees who do their work correctly and consistently, you need to be a disciplined manager. Every day, you need to show your employees that you're there and that you're serious about your expectations. So how can you and your team become more disciplined? Let's keep it simple. Start with cleanliness and punctuality. These two details are a reflection of what you expect and what you're willing to accept. The reason cleanliness is so important is because it's the most visible and easy for you and everyone else to notice. If your employees think that you don't care how clean and organized the obvious areas of the dairy are, why would they believe that you care about how clean the stalls and teat ends are during the midnight shift? As for punctuality, if you look the other way when someone is just a few minutes late, you send a message that start times are merely suggestions, and eventually tardiness spreads from one person to the rest of your team. Pretty soon, every shift is waiting for the next crew to arrive and conflicts begin. The bottom line is this: if people see that you allow them to be sloppy in the break room and show up late for their shift, they'll most likely be sloppy with their work and won't have a sense of urgency when you need them to sort sick cows, push up feed, and manage colostrum. Ultimately, creating a culture of discipline at your dairy starts with you and your commitment to follow through. And when you succeed at this challenge, discipline leads to good habits, and good habits lead to consistently good performance. And if you don't do it, well, you'll continue to feel like a babysitter. Thanks for watching this Dairy Coach video. I really hope I can help coach you to become a better manager and leader of your team.